Hi guys, trust you're doing great. It's your lady again, Uche Akomas, and this is Thought Central with Uche. Thought Central, as you know, is a program that is centered on life-related issues which are designed to inspire a positive change by changing the narrative from my little corner. And I consider anywhere I find myself my little corner. So today I've been thinking about something, right? And I just want to talk about this, a little bit. Work-life balance. What is work-life balance? Is it something that can be achieved by people who work in organizations, by employees? Is it something that is possible, or is it just in the books? All right, so I saw something here and I want to read it for you. So, work-life balance refers to finding the right equilibrium between professional responsibilities and personal life, including family, social, and leisure activities. It's about effectively managing time and energy to fulfill both work and personal commitments while maintaining overall well-being. Achieving this balance can lead to reduced stress and improved productivity. Did I go back to read it again? Okay, let's read it together. Work-life balance refers to finding the right equilibrium between professional responsibilities and personal life, including family, social, and leisure activities. It is about effectively managing time and energy to fulfill both work and personal commitments while maintaining overall well-being. Achieving this balance can lead to reduced stress and improved productivity. Achieving this balance can lead to reduced stress and productivity. So work-life balance is finding a balance, striking a balance between your professional life and your personal life, between work as an employee or as an employer and your personal life. And can we really find balance? Can we really find that balance? Can we really, can employees, can people that do 9 to 5, people like me and my club members, can we really find balance at work and our personal life? Can we strike that balance, that healthy balance, not just a balance, but a healthy balance? How can we find balance? Work is important. I mean, we have to work apart from the fact that our jobs pay our bills. Some of us work to, find fulfillment. It's fulfilling for some people when they are working. It's you have a sense of fulfillment when you know that you're adding value. You are not just existing. You're not just sitting somewhere and collecting salary at the end of the month. You're not just getting paychecks. But beyond the paychecks, you find that fulfillment. You have that sense of satisfaction that you are adding value to your organization, to your company, to that place that you are being paid for, the job you're doing. But it's important that we also find balance between work and our personal life. And that comes to, the policy of the company, stating that you work Monday through Friday and some weekends. But in as much as we are, we want to work hard, we want to perform at optimal level, we want to be productive, we want to be high performers at work. How are we able to manage our personal lives? How can employers, try as much as possible, stay within the provision of what they have, put down in the policy of the company? Your employees are supposed to work from Monday through Friday, maybe 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Whatever the case is. And on Saturday and Sunday, my thinking is that employee's personal time. So even if work is coming, it shouldn't be such that will be impacting on that person's personal life. It shouldn't be such that would affect that person's family or social life or relationship or marriage. So I have a couple of friends who work in some organizations, and when we get together, when we sit together, we talk about work, we talk about life, we talk about relationships for those that are single, for those that are married, and all. We talk about a lot of things. And you hear someone say something about work. Your boss sends you an email on a Saturday, your afternoon, you are out for a function. Saturdays are for weddings, Saturdays are for social functions, Saturdays are for fun. So you go out maybe with your significant other, with your partner, with your husband, you're having great time, and then your boss calls you, I need you to jump on this email right now. And you don't go out with your laptop. Yes, you have your phone. Some of us, yes, have Outlook, our official email, in our phones, installed in our phones. But when it requires you to get a document that is in your laptop and you can access it with your phone and you're far away from the house, how do you even get to do that? And your boss, your line manager is waiting for you to deliver on that thing. Oh, a client is waiting for this, a client is chasing, a client is doing this. How are you able to handle this? How are we able to manage work when it is not work hours? Like a Sunday, you are in church and you get a call from your line manager or your superior telling you, oh, a client needs this, a client needs this, a client needs this, something that you really can't be carrying your laptop to church. You cannot be carrying your laptop to events all one day on a Saturday. So how are we able to find that balance? How are we able to find that balance? I know the work exigencies, come up and all, right? And because we have our clients, our customers who are paying us, who are the reason we are in business, I honestly think that, employers and HR practitioners, this is for you in particular, should be able to implement the things, that is written in the policy of every company. Let it not just be on black and white. Let it be implemented. Let there be a limit to certain things, the work on weekends. If you have to work physically in the office on weekends, you could do maybe 2 Saturdays in a month. And if your employees, for whatever reason, your colleagues have to come to work on a weekend and it's something that they cannot avoid doing, then is it possible for you to have a conversation with with the clients, with the customers, and tell them, I understand this, there's a way we can manage these things. We'll still keep them in business, we'll still do business with them, but let them understand that there is life beyond work. So several years ago, one of my sisters who was working in a pharmaceutical company had a colleague, one of her colleagues passed, and she and her boss went for the service of songs of this colleague. And on the way back from her service of songs, her boss then was discussing her replacement, the replacement of the colleague that they just left her service of songs. She has died. Work is continuing. The office did not shut down. Even on the day of her burial, the day of her funeral, people were in the office working. So I think that we need to be, more empathetic. Let's put ourselves, if we find ourselves in positions of authority and we have people reporting to us, we have our subordinates, let's remember that these people have a life outside work. these people have a life outside work. I mean, if you cannot tell a candidate that you want to hire in your company to come on a Saturday or a Sunday to pick up his employment letter, if you cannot tell a colleague or an employee to come on a Saturday or a Sunday to pick his promotion or her promotion letter, then I believe the work can wait. If it's not so urgent, if it's something that can wait to the next business day. I mean, there was a time I did an IVR, interactive voice response, for a particular company, corporate body. When you call a particular company on a maybe Friday or Saturday by 7 p.m. you hear something like, sorry, we've closed for the business. Please note that we are open for business from Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Please call on the next business day for all your inquiries and queries to be answered, something along the line. So people recognize that, even machine, let you know that you can't call them at a certain time of the day. They've closed for business. And for weekends, if you're calling any company, for some companies, weekends, you will not get any response. Nobody will pick your call. You just get that IVR. So how much more in real life? I honestly think that employers and HR practitioners should look into this. Your employees, your team members have a life outside work. And it's important that we, respect people's time. Respect people's time. Respect people. I think it's a total abuse and disregard of people's time to call them up on Saturday or Sunday and be demanding for work, especially when that work can wait till the next business day, till Monday morning. Especially when, God forbid, the company is not on fire or nobody's dying, and your subordinate or your employee is not a doctor or a fireman or a firewoman. I think we need to be a bit human. Let's be human to do this job. It's important that we live a full life. As much as we want to be successful in our professions, we want to climb the career ladder. Once someone say that she doesn't want to climb the career ladder anymore, she just wants to make money, so she just joins this company and maybe gives them 2 years of her time, and then she moves to the next company. She's not climbing any career ladder. As funny as that sounds. So people want to be successful in their jobs, in their professions, but they also want to be successful in their personal lives. They have the things that they are passionate about. They are passionate about their relationships, they're passionate about their families, they're passionate about the communities they belong to and what they are doing, the roles they're performing or playing in those communities. So it's important that we find that balance. It's important that employers and HR practitioners or HR managers, find a way to implement this thing in the workplace. Let it not just be in the policy, in the handbook. Let it not just be something we just read and it's not implemented. We need to stay alive. We need to be round and full. We have to have a full life. It's important. Even Jesus in his almightiness, in his bigness, if there's any word like that, Jesus had fun. Have you seen the chosen film? When Jesus went to that wedding in Cana, that he turned water into wine, Jesus was having fun. He was dancing. I'm sure he was dancing when the mother came to tell him, my son, the wine has finished. Please do something. Jesus had fun. So if Jesus in his almightiness can have his life, his personal life outside the ministry, outside the work of the Lord, outside the Lord's work, how much more we mortals? So this is a passionate appeal to all employers, to HR practitioners, HR managers. Please, let's encourage this work-life balance. Let's encourage people. If you are a manager and you have single employees or married employees, encourage them to go out on dates on Friday. Pursue them. Today is Friday. Ask them what's the plan for the weekend. You know, every time work. You want to do the work. Encourage your employees to have a full life. Ask that single lady in your team, chick, how far? What's happening? Where are you going today? Are you going on a date? Are you hanging out with your guy? We all want to have a healthy work environment. As much as we want to work, as much as it's important for us to be successful in our work, in our profession, we also want to be successful in our personal lives, in our relationships, and have thriving relationships and thriving marriages. Thriving relationships and thriving marriages. So please, this is a passionate appeal to employers and HR managers. Please, let's make this ministry work very well. All right, thank you so much. I'd like to know your comments, and I'd like to know your thoughts, your honest thoughts about this video. Sorry, excuse me, something, I inhaled something. I'm reacting to something. So I'd like to know your honest thoughts about this. And don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm developing nice content here. We don't talk about love, marriage, sex, relationship alone. No, we talk about other issues. Is a program that centers on life-related issues. As long as we're human beings, as long as it relates to us, we talk about faith, we talk about family, we talk about parenting, we talk about health, we talk about so many things. And I come your way again, God willing. My name is Uche Akomas, and this is Thought Central with Uche. Take care and have a blessed day. Bye for now.